Are you looking for the absolute easiest scale to use for improvisation that doesn't require memorizing endless patterns across the neck? What if I told you that you can play one super simple pattern and cover the entire neck anywhere you want to play? There is one pattern that most guitarists tend to skip for whatever reasons, even though it is by far the easiest to learn and to use. It's a simple 2-note, 3-note pattern, and that's what we're covering today. By the way, if you're just getting started with soloing, make sure to download my free beginner soloist handbook that I've put together. It's packed with all sorts of scales and arpeggios and reference materials so that you have it all in one place. The link is in the description below, and it includes what we're covering today. If you're just getting started with soloing, the best thing you can do is use the easiest scale so that you stay in key. You don't want to overthink anything when you're playing, so I don't recommend that you use a standard major or minor pentatonic scale. If you're going to use the easiest scale, you absolutely should use the diagonal pentatonic. These are the most simplistic ways of looking at any scale pattern. This is not to dismiss other scale shapes or arpeggios, as they're useful for soloing. They really are. But if you want to sound good and keep it simple and use something that is the most effective, then it's the diagonal minor pentatonic. The diagonal minor pentatonic begins with 2 notes, with the root being the second note that you play. Then you play 3 notes on the very next string, and that is it. It's a very simple yet effective scale shape that includes all 5 notes of the minor pentatonic with this easy 2-note, 3-note pattern. Let me demonstrate. So on the 6th string here, I play this 3rd fret, and then I go to the 5th fret. That's my 2 notes. Then I go to the 5th string right below it, and I play 3 notes. And you'll see that all of those notes are separated by a whole step. Whole step, and then go to the 5th string, whole step, whole step. The second note of this shape is going to be our root. So in this case, this is A, so it's an A minor pentatonic. Super simple shape. In this simple 5-note pattern, you set the root on the key you want to play in, and that's it. You're in key. So as we demonstrated here, we would be in the key of A minor. So if I wanted to pull up an A minor backing track, I could play it over that. But before I demonstrate it, let me duplicate the shape a couple more times to show you how it can span the fretboard as you get better at it. So we played the 2-3 pattern like this. Let me do the exact same pattern again, starting on the 4th string, 2 notes, and then go to the 3rd string and play 3 notes. As you can see, it's the exact same pattern. Now I adjust for the tuning difference, and instead of going to the 7th fret here, I'll go to the 8th fret because of that tuning difference there, and I play the exact same shape again, 2 notes, followed by 3 notes on the next string. One more time. Let me play all 3 octaves together. So for me, that is super easy to memorize because it's the same pattern over and over. So why don't I just use the middle pattern here, and I'll demo that over a track right quick. As you can hear, I didn't do very much, but it sounds very melodic and it's very easy to think about the music more because I'm dealing with fewer notes. Now you can also use this over a standard 12-bar blues progressions. Over E blues, for example, I'll use the E minor diagonal pentatonic rooted here on the 12th fret. So right here. Once again, this super simple shape makes it easy to sound good. I didn't do anything super complex. I stuck to my basic 5-note pattern, but I did take it through 3 octaves this time. Now, I mentioned that you can play this 2-note, 3-note pattern anywhere, and that's true. If we're in E, for example, you don't have to play it here. I could go down to this E right here and go a whole step behind it and play my 2-note, 3-note pattern. Or I could go to this E, go behind it a whole step. So anywhere you find your root, you can absolutely put this 5-note pattern. Now, if you want to dive a little deeper into the diagonal pentatonics and how to create more interesting phrases with them, I recently made a lesson about that very subject right here. Watch that next.